All right, let's get right into it. We're about to crack the code on a huge digital success story. We're going to deconstruct piece by piece the genius formula behind Iggy Azalea's absolute dominance on YouTube.
First things first, just let this number sink in. That's over 4 billion. 4 billion total views on one channel. I mean, this isn't just success, this is a whole other level. It's a mind-blowing number that puts this channel in a very, very exclusive club.
So you gotta ask, right? How in the world does that even happen? Is it just a bunch of lucky breaks and songs going viral by chance, or is there an actual, deliberate blueprint at work here? Well, that's the puzzle we're about to solve together.
And let me just give you the answer right up front. It's not just about the hit songs. Not even close. When you actually dig into the data, what you find is this incredibly smart, highly structured content ecosystem where every single video has a very specific job to do. Okay, so let's start with the absolute foundation of this entire strategy. Section 1, the music video blueprint. Seriously, this is the engine that powers everything else.
So the core pillar, without a doubt, is the official music video. But we're not just talking about regular videos here. These things are high-production, cinematic events. You should really think of them like blockbuster movie releases, engineered from the ground up to pull in huge, mainstream audiences. They're the channel's center of gravity.
And wow, this chart just says it all, doesn't it? Take a look at that performance gap. On the left, you've got the average views for an official music video. We're talking tens, even hundreds of millions. And on the right, literally everything else. The difference isn't just big, it's astronomical. The music videos are playing at a totally different league.
You know, there's this saying in the music industry, first week numbers are everything. And this whole strategy leans right into that idea. A massive, cinematic video is the absolute best way to make a huge splash, to dominate the conversation, and to set a song up for a long, healthy life.
But here's the thing, you can't build a 4 billion view empire all by yourself. And that brings us to the second pillar of this strategy in Section 2, the collaboration multiplier. This is where the real 4D chess comes into play.
Okay, check this out. The scale of these numbers is just wild. Fancy with Charlie XCX is sitting at over 1.2 billion views. That's billion with a B. Black Widow with Rita Ora is pushing 700 million. Cream with Tyga, over 365 million. These aren't just songs. They are massive cross-promotional events that act as a huge view multiplier.
And that's the key takeaway here. Every single one of these collabs is a strategic partnership. That's not just about, hey, let's make a cool song together. No, it's a super smart, calculated play to tap into another artist's huge built-in fan base. You instantly expose your music to millions of new people. It's just genius from a marketing perspective.
Okay, so we've got the blockbusters, we've got the big-time collabs, but what happens in between? What about all the other videos? Well, that brings us to Section 3, building the brand ecosystem. This is the stuff that holds the whole channel together.
Because look, you can't just drop a massive video every 6 months and call it a day. In between those huge moments, you need something to keep the fire burning. And that's where this hype machine of supporting content comes in. Its job is different, but just as important, keeping the dedicated core fans totally hooked.
The rollout for the single Money Come is a perfect example of this in action. It's a playbook. Step 1. You start with a little tease, a visualizer, just to get people hyped. Then, bam, you hit them with the main event, the official music video. But you don't stop there. You extend the song's life with a remix lyric video. And finally, you pull back the curtain and deepen that fan connection with a behind-the-scenes video. See? Each piece builds on the last.
And this slide right here explains the whole two-pronged attack perfectly. On the left, you have a music video like EM the Strip Club. It gets a massive 16.7 million views, but the engagement rate is pretty low, 1.7%. Its job is to cast a giant net to get maximum reach. But then, on the right, you have a personal video, Iggy Tastes Weird Candy Canes. It gets way fewer views, sure, just over 600K. But look at that engagement, a whopping 6.72%. That video isn't for reach, it's for the die-hard fans. It's about building trust and loyalty. So when you start putting all these different pieces together, this really clear pattern starts to show up. So let's synthesize it all in our final section, the Iggy Azalea formula.
So here it is, the blueprint boiled down into 5 key steps. Number 1, you anchor your entire channel with those blockbuster event-style music videos. 2, you amplify your reach with super strategic collaborations. 3, you build a whole multi-format hype machine around every big release.
4. You make sure you have content that serves both the giant, casual audience and your dedicated core fans. And finally, number 5, you wrap it all up in a consistent, high-stakes brand persona.
And this is the main takeaway. This isn't just a music channel. It's a media empire, and it's built on a deliberate, repeatable blueprint. The crazy high cost and production value of those main videos, it builds this massive wall around her strategy that's almost impossible for anyone else to climb. That's the unique advantage.
And that really just leaves us with one big, fascinating question to chew on. You know, in today's world, where we're all drowning in disposable short-form content, could the ultimate competitive advantage actually be going in the complete opposite direction, investing huge amounts of time and money into these giant, cinematic blockbuster videos? It's definitely something to think about.